This is a fast guide for the Revenge of the Morningstar Telltale in Sea of Thieves that covers all commendations. To begin, you should dive to the Telltale, which will bring you to Daggertooth Outpost. Once you talk to Sandra the shipwright, that will start the Telltale. Now the first place you'll be going to is the southwest side of Boulder Cay. When you're here, you'll see this tree that stretches sideways, and all you have to do is just dig behind it to find the chest you need. From here, just open it up and take the Morningstar uniform. You'll now be going to Cannon Cove. Here you should run around the island until you find the captain and defeat him. He will then drop a note page that we need for the next step. There are 6 possible puzzles that you can receive, and each will lead you to dig in a certain spot to find the skull of Captain Douglas. And these are all here on Cannon Cove. So here are the puzzle locations. If you have this puzzle, head to the main beach, where you can find it right here if you dig in the middle next to this rowboat. If you have this puzzle, you should head to this spot, where you can find it if you dig on the path and next to this tree here. If you have this puzzle, head to this spot on the island, where if you run past the cave and campfire, you can find it if you dig on this path right here. If you have this puzzle, you should head to this spot, where if you run past the campfire here and take a left, you can find it buried in the middle right here. If you have this puzzle, head to the main beach, where you can find it if you dig next to these barrels here. And if you have this puzzle, head a bit up the main beach, where if you pass the campfire, you can find it if you dig in the middle of this path right here. Now the next place we are going to is Sunken Grove. Again, run around the island until you find the captain, defeat him, and then take the notes that he drops. You'll now receive another puzzle page for another 6 possible locations to find the Chalice of Resurrection. So here are the possible puzzles. If you have this puzzle, head to the west side, where you can find it if you dig in the middle of this path right here. If you have this puzzle, head to the west beach, where you can find it buried in this spot next to the campfire. If you have this puzzle, head to the south side, and you can find the chalice if you dig in this spot right here on this patch of grass. If you have this puzzle, head to the northwest side, where you can find it buried at the side of the path right here. If you have this puzzle, head to the west beach, where you can find it if you dig in this spot in front of the Kraken skull, and in the middle of the path right around here. And if you have this puzzle, head to the southeast side, where you can find it buried in front of the rock and near this tree with the lantern. Now that you have both items, if you check the puzzle pages again, they will show you a letter and a number, to which are coordinates to an island that you will be placing both of the items on an altar. There are 6 possible locations, so I'll show them quickly and where the altars can be found. H6 will take you to Lone Cove, where you can find the altar in the middle by the big rock. F12 will take you to Wanderer's Refuge, where you can find the altar near the middle of the island, and past the well and against the wall here. O11 will take you to Crooked Mass, where you can find the altar in the middle of the island, next to the bottom of the zipline and against the wall here. Q3 will take you to Marauder's Arch, where you can find the altar on the east side of the island and in the middle of the skeleton camp. M4 will take you to Old Faithful Isle, where you can find the altar in the skelly camp and near the bottom of the zipline. And R12 will take you to Kraken's Fall, where you can find the altar on the east side and in the middle right here. So once you're at the altar, just place the items down, and this will start the fight with Graymarrow. Just as a tip, don't go near his shotgun. When you defeat him, he'll drop a Shroundbreaker stone, so all you have to do now is just bring it back to Sandra, and that will conclude the Telltale.
Did you really destroy Graymarrow?
Now to complete all the commendations, you'll have to do this 5 times in total, and also find the 5 journals once. So here are the journal locations. The first journal is here at Boulder Cay, at the southwest side, where you can find it past the tree and in this crate right here. The second journal is here at Sanctuary Outpost and in the tavern. If you take a left when entering, you'll find it behind these crates right here. The third journal can be found on the south side of Cannon Cove, where if you run along this path here, you'll find it behind these 2 barrels. The 4th journal can be found on the northeastern islet of Sunken Grove, and you can find it right here next to this lantern. And the 5th and final journal can be found in the middle of the southern side of Marauder's Arch, and you can find it on top of this barrel right here. And that is all for the Revenge of the Morningstar Telltale. I hope this guide was helpful, and thanks so much for watching.